Okay, LED light bulb review time. This one's from Ikea, of all places. LEDARE. It's rated at 400 lumens, 8.5 watts. Now those aren't exactly state-of-the-art numbers. It's about a 40-watt light bulb equivalency. However, what caught my eye, and the reason I'm going to tear this one down, is I'm interested in how they're doing the light diffusing. Seems like there's some sort of acrylic type diffuser on top of the LEDs, and I want to see how that performs. And see how this bulb emulates an old A-type incandescent. Okay, well, first test here is to see how the light comes out of the bulb. One real challenge with LED bulbs in an A shape is to get the really intense light that comes out of the LED diodes through very, very small sources of light and getting them to spread around in a pleasing manner. And the reason this bulb really interested me at Ikea was that, of course, it has this little internal diffuser. I was curious how well it performs. It's really actually quite easy to get that kind of measurement with a really inexpensive light meter and just a dashing off of a circle, obviously, with 10-degree spokes and a CAD system. Pretty trivial drawing. Then all I do is I just run the light meter down at 10-degree increments and record the intensity, and you get a plot like this. Now, this bulb is not as good as I'd hoped, unfortunately. I was looking for something which mimics the old incandescent light, which is sort of an even illumination around the axes. You can see this bulb is still more of a forward fire, so even though they put this diffuser in, they're not getting as much light out on the sides. Now, depending on the application, that can be quite acceptable, and in some other applications, the lack of side firing here, you'd really notice the difference between an LED bulb and an incandescent bulb. So cool. So the diffuser is kind of interesting, not doing entirely what I'd hoped for, though. Okay, kilowatt meter. Looking at the power consumption of the bulb. We'll also just take a look at the watts first. 7.8 watts, that's well below what they claim on the card of an 8.5 watt bulb, so that's encouraging. On a slightly sadder note, the power factor is 0.56. That's a long topic, actually. You can read it in Google about power factors and why power factor is important for power systems. So this bulb isn't power factor corrected, which is a disappointment. So we're obviously not looking at a lot of sophistication here in the electronics of this bulb. Okay, dimmer test. Now this bulb actually is very explicit. It's not actually suitable for dimmer usage, so, and that's very true. We'll see what happens here. We'll just turn it on, and of course you can see some rather bad behavior. So, now, this is not a fair test for this bulb, because the bulbs are very explicitly saying you can't dim it. But it is a good example, though, that if you're trying to maybe buy a bulb and you're hoping that perhaps, even though it says it's not dimmable, it is. LED bulbs tend to be pretty cranky. If they're not dimmable on the data sheet, it's pretty likely that they're probably not dimmable in real life in any way. Okay, new toy. I mean, professional measurement tool. This is a Variac. It's a variable transformer. I'm curious where these bulbs actually can start operating from, because they can only say 120 nominal, but I wonder sort of what's the minimum voltage you can put on these before they start. And this one is about here, and I'll just put a multimeter on this and to measure the voltage. Okay, looks like it actually snapped on at 50 volts. So this is just a measurement I think I'll carry forward as I tear down future bulbs. Okay, this is the packaging in the back of the bulb. CRI greater than 87, that's the color rendering index. That means that the quality of light coming from this bulb is reasonably good. In fact, it's the highest CRI I've torn down in all these YouTube videos, so it speaks towards a quality light. When I couple that with the fact I can't see a significant amount of flicker coming from the bulb, tells me the light quality from this bulb actually is quite good. So it was about a $10 bulb, so it certainly wasn't the cheapest bulb for 400 lumens, but then again it wasn't completely non-competitive. The reason I bought it was to take a look at this diffuser. It doesn't look like it's really pushing the light out to the side as much as I hoped, but certainly for some applications that could be quite fine. Couple that with pretty high quality light, it looks like, coming out of it, and certainly a reasonable price, less than $10. If you're looking for a 40 watt equivalent light bulb, this one certainly is interesting.